It was about some kid that was possessed by evil. And there was a priest that was involved in trying to do the exorcism, but in the end, the evil ended up getting the Catholic priest, and it's kind of like, the evil was chasing him. It really was a battle with good and evil. And this Catholic priest counting his prayer beads and kissing his crucifix, it did nothing. It did nothing. In the end, the spire blown off at the top of the church, and there's about 6 foot spike, and it fell down and it just impaled him, stuck him to the ground. His thing with God and the Jesus, no power at all in that movie, and your experience reminds me very much of that, your deep, deep battle with evil, which, to be fair, I've never seen the like before. And, reading the Bible, in the Old Testament, you'll read very, very little about evil. And even in the New Testament, there is a few odd remarks here and there about Satan or, the devil, not even with the conniving in the tactics. And what's the worst thing that happened when Jesus was fasting for 40 days and 40 nights? Then Satan said, I can do a deal with you. You can be the king of all this and that and the other. And he's like, no thanks. You look at that and it's kind of like, well, what does this Satan do then? If he's all powerful, surely he could just put a spell on Jesus and made him evil. But he couldn't do anything, and he couldn't torment him. He couldn't do anything at all. He just said, hey, Jesus, I'm powerful, right? And I can give you all this power. And it's even a preposterous, stupid thing to say, because Jesus being God, how would Satan ever broach God when God threw him down? None of it makes sense. I really struggle with the whole thing, this fabrication from the fucking Bible. It's been a scourge on humanity, with all that nonsense and bullshit. But what I will say is about it, Jesus wasn't having no bullshit about it. Jesus was not mentioning nothing about don't do evil, be afraid of evil, this and the other. All he was saying is just love people and just be kind and don't do no bad deeds and things like that, because it's not going to fare well for you. Where does all this evil come out of everything? It's a manifestation of our times. It was never written in the Bible. It just wasn't there. But then you've got books about Dante with his Paradise Lost, or the trilogy that I forget what that's called, Inferno, Paradise, and whatever. And he's created all this hell and this devil. It never was there. So I can't help thinking that human psyche is just running away with itself. The more it builds on this stuff, the bigger and bigger and bigger it becomes. It's a figment of human psyche and imagination. Just like Carl Jung said, just like many, many other very serious, professional, intelligent people will say, they just won't get involved in this level of it's all around you, and you've got to be terrified. Look around you. They're not terrified.